Stakeholders in Nigeria gathered in their large numbers calling for an inclusive environment for amplifying voices of the voiceless group of individuals with disabilities to create an enabling environment to thrive in the society. This set of stakeholders disclosed this in Abuja at a one-day close-out event, an exhibition of voices in Nigeria after 8 years of impactful participation in giving access and justice to marginalized groups and individuals in the communities.
Honestly speaking, as a parent with a child with autism, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, cerebral palsy, and some mild intellectual disability, I have had the privilege of counseling parents. They call me. We are popular on social media. So they call me to ask what they should do. I have seen, I've heard of parents who actually hide their children. Their children are hidden because they are ashamed of bringing their children out. Neighbors don't even know they have a child like that. And the reason they do that is because of stigma and discrimination. They don't want people to call them witches like I was called. They don't want people to call them bad people as I was told. They don't want people to tell them that it's an evil spirit that is affecting their children as I was told. They don't want someone to tell them to take them for exorcism. Deliverance is not exorcism. Exorcism is that there is a spirit living inside your child. And sometimes, like a parent told me, the only time the child cries is when they are in church and they start singing praise worship. The child starts crying. So they believe there is a spirit in that child. The child is just sensitive to noise and can't take that noise. Take the child to a quiet place and he will be fine. So these issues, we are glad that the world, Nigeria, is embracing them now. Nigerians are beginning to see that this is not the truth, that they are just born different. That is why we continue to use our voices to help those without voice, who are ashamed of raising their voices. We raise our voices on their behalf so that Nigerians will be more open and accepting. Stop judging, stop discriminating, stop abusing us. We are going through a lot already because we really don't know what we are doing, where our children came from. We have no idea. And we are struggling. So when you are more accommodating, more respecting, more convivial, you make life a little bit easier for us when you are not staring and judging us. The government needs to amplify this. When we are talking about inclusion, we mean in all facets. It should be a normal thing. You go to some buildings, not everybody has access to that building. If you have disability, for instance, and you can't walk, how will you take a taxi from here to Use? How? There is no taxi for you. You will need to take a drop. You will need help to carry you. But these are things that other communities have already gone past. So government needs to be more invested in disability to ensure that everybody is included. You know what? We don't know who the next disabled person will be.
Different organizations at the event added their voices to the impact of giving voice to the voiceless in Nigeria. The organizations include The Voice, Cognito, and Oxfam, implementing in Nigeria in the last 8 years, supporting organizations across the length and breadth of Nigeria by improving the well-being of marginalized population and strengthening the capacity of guarantee partners to support positive outcomes for stakeholders in Nigeria, such as women facing marginalization, people facing exploitation, people with disabilities, autism, amongst others.